Welcome to this masterclass on the physiology of mental well-being and managing the body during stress. Today we have Kehiloe Ntsekhe with us, who has a master's degree in clinical psychology and is a certified mindfulness-based interventions. She has more than 20 years of experience in work that focuses on transforming individuals and institutions in helping them reach their full potential. She also does the very important work of assisting organizations in embracing diversity and embed a culture of inclusion and anti-racism. Welcome, Kehiloe.
Thank you.
So we're going to jump right into the questions, and then we're going to ask two questions, and then we're going to get into the practice. So our first question today is, how can we best use the body and mindfulness as an ally during times of stress, uncertainty, and change?
The way to engage the body and tap into its potential and resilience is to mindfully connect to bodily sensations as they arise in the moment, bringing our attention to areas of the body that are trying to relay important information about what our bodies need is very important. It's important to address the physical experience of an emotion. Because then this helps us change the related thoughts that we have regarding that emotion. The body has a surveillance system which constantly checks in our environment and internally for signs that we are safe. And when the stressor in our lives is over, such as when we've finished writing exams or any stressful project we've had, we often expect that our brains will register this, and we expect that our stress levels will subside. We are often surprised as people that our stress levels remain the same even after the stressor has been removed. And this is because the body has got to be shown that it is now safe. So any physical exercise or mindful movement that slows down breathing and brings one's focus to how the body is responding in the moment allows the body to register the safety that I'm talking about. So activities that include yoga, Tai Chi, Qigong, which entail meditation, controlled breathing, and movement are good to complete the stress cycle and clear the stress hormone cortisol from our bodies. The reason for this is that the only language the body knows and understands is the body language. So it is important for the body to feel safe by being by being shown through things like, or through human touch, through hugging, through holding hands with loved ones, through cuddling a pet. These are activities that send signs of safety to the body. And studies show that these activities bring stress down significantly and support increased mental health wellness.
Beautiful. Thank you for giving us some of those practical things that we can do. And I think our students will be very curious to know, what are some of the signs that they can look out for to know that their body is under duress or stress?
There are a few signs that tell us that the body is taking strain, and these include illness. That's one of the first ones. People will become ill and have recurring illnesses, and this is an indicator that your immune system has been compromised. You know, a body that is continuously flooded with cortisol is under immense pressure, and vital organs such as the heart, intestines, the brain end up working really, really hard. Persistent headaches, bowel disorders, chronic high blood pressure. These are some of the indicators that the body is really taking strain. Our sleep gets disrupted, lack of sleep or increased sleeping, poor appetite or eating too much, decreased concentration levels, you know, the inability to focus on watching movies, on even having conversations. And for our students, the most important thing, which is the inability to focus on your reading and your studying. So lack of motivation, procrastination on projects, not being able to start or complete any work that you are meant to be doing. So sometimes people hold it together for so long, and when they're done with a project, that's when they become ill, because there's been this pile up or this backup of stress that they've been holding in their bodies. There's also feeling constantly on edge, impatient, anxious, nervous. These are signs of stress, and we are unconsciously carrying a lot of the stress in our bodies. People carry stress in their jaw. You know, we carry a lot in our fear. We try to control things by holding our shoulders together, stress in our lower back, etc. I think that we are also not aware of how much holding the stress affects our loved ones, our relationships, our overall well-being, our careers, our studies. We move through our lives, we are preoccupied with work, with focusing on studies, on taking care of our families, and most of us are not necessarily aware of what this continuous release of cortisol in our bloodstream, what it's chronically actually doing to our bodies, this being in this perpetual state of being under attack.
Yeah, absolutely. And to that end, you are a wonderful mindfulness facilitator. I've had the pleasure of doing a few practices with you. So could you take us through the 3-minute breathing space exercise to help us bring those cortisol levels down? And before you do so, Kehiloe, could you tell us what situation or space this practice would be best for?
So the 3-minute breathing space is a mindfulness technique that really is around resetting your day, resetting yourself. You can do this practice seated at your desk, in your office, or it can be practiced in the car before you step out and go into a meeting or into something that is going to demand your attention. So it really is a 3-minute exercise that you give to yourself to reboot yourself for the rest of the day. Okay, so how you practice this 3-minute breathing space is you would want to sit and adjust your posture so that you sit in a manner that brings your body and mind out of autopilot, and you kind of are bringing yourself into the present moment. So you want to really just plant your feet onto whatever the surface is that your feet happen to be on, so you become aware of them. You may want to close your eyes or gently lower your gaze if that's more available to you. And step 1, bringing awareness into the here and now. So you notice what is happening in the body and mind without judgment or wanting to change anything. You want to just become aware of what your thoughts are and at the moment. And what feelings or emotions are here in this moment. And what body sensations are you feeling? Allow whatever is present to be here and resist any judgments and criticism. And move on to step 2, which is bring your attention to your breathing. And bringing your awareness to the full cycle of your breath as you breathe in and out. Notice where in the body the breath is most sensed. It might be in the nostrils, or it may be the rise and fall of the chest. Or it might be in the belly as it expands and contracts. Now, if your mind wanders, which it will naturally do, notice that you're no longer focused on your breath. And without judgment or criticism, return your attention to the breath. And step 3 is coming into the body as a whole. Expanding your awareness to the whole body. Gently scan the body from the top of the head down to the shoulders, your arms. Bring your awareness to your legs, right down to the surface of the feet, including your skin. Notice any sensations as you move along. Resist the urge to jump back to previous sensations. Resist judging if you like or don't like them. And just accept that these are the sensations you're feeling at this moment. And now to finish, slowly become aware of the sounds in the present. Your sense of the air on your skin. And now notice the light around you and take this sense of spaciousness into the rest of the day.
Feeling so relaxed. Beautiful. It will also be good to make this available as separate audio downloads for our students.
That would be useful.
Yeah, I've decided I'm going to edit each one out as a separate MP3 that they can download to their phones.
That's very useful.
So that they can use it every morning. Otherwise, they have to listen to all the talking in between. So
that's true.
Yeah, so we'll edit out this part too and make it available as MP3 downloads, which I'll send to you. So you can also make it available on your website or whatever.
Lovely,
yeah,
lovely.
Double up. Okay.
Right.
Thank you, Kehiloe. That was beautiful. We are all feeling so relaxed. Could you take us through the second practice, which is called somatic experiencing? And again, just telling us what situations or spaces could this best be used in?
So this exercise can be used in different places. You can be inside the house, you can be outside walking. It really is an exercise that you can call upon to calm yourself down and to reorient your senses to the present moment. You know, in particular, this exercise really just calms down a very agitated nervous system, such as, for example, if you wake up in the middle of the night, which happens to a few people, and you are agitated and possibly have a lot of anxious thoughts, and your body is really taking that kind of fight or flight coping defense mechanism, and you want to just calm yourself down, you can do this from your bed as well. So this is how you can do this exercise. So you begin first by just taking a moment to notice how you feel. Notice how you're breathing. And it doesn't matter if the breath is going fast, if it's slow, it's just noticing and becoming aware. Notice your energy, what is present, and if nothing is present, that is okay too. And in this exercise, we're going to be using your eyes. Bring attention to an object in your surrounding. And take in the shape, the texture, color of this object. Just focus on that one object, just looking at it. And after a moment of this, gently take in the visual experience of this object for the last time. Now you're going to move your gaze and look around your space, your room, outside, and land your eyes on another object. Treating the experience in the same way, with curiosity and with your full attention. Just take in the shape, the color, the texture, the size. And now this exercise, really you can move from one object to the next. I would say for a total of 5 objects, treating them in the same way. And this really slows down, connects us to our senses, tells our body, our mind, our brain that we're here, we're in this present moment, and that's what is needed to feel safe. And so just as an example, if you are in bed, it could be noticing whatever is around you. It could be your blankets. It could be the table next to where you're sleeping. It could be the window of the room you're in. It could be a chair or your clothes strewn over a chair, the closet, the wardrobe. But in that moment, you are taking the time to really be with the object that you're looking at and really, really paying attention to it, making sure that your eye can see these different things about the object. What that does is it slowly brings down the agitated nervous system. It really just reminds the body that we're safe and we're here and all is well.
And Kehiloe, we're moving into our last mindfulness practice for today, progressive relaxation. Could you again briefly describe what situations or spaces that this could be best used in, and then talk us through a somatic experience of it?
Progressive relaxation really helps because of what I spoke about earlier, in that we are unconsciously holding emotion, stress, and energy in different parts of our bodies. We almost believe that we are going to be in control if we're holding the control of whatever it is we're in. And so our bodies cope in these ways by holding in different parts in order to free our minds and our brains of the worry of whatever it is we're holding. But what progressive relaxation does is it, first of all, it brings our awareness and attention to that part of the body. it brings our attention and our awareness to what we are holding in that body. And then it allows us to release whatever emotion is stored in that area, so that we can actually have the ability to tap into that area of the body with no blockages. So it really is a wonderful exercise to do regularly, rather than as a response to a situation. And you can just have this as part of your daily practice. This can be done lying down in bed before you get up in the morning. This can be done also at your desk, if you are in a place where you are able to just have a little bit of privacy. But it is an exercise that the more you do it, the more regularly you practice this, the easier it becomes for you to do. Okay. So how progressive relaxation works is that you're going to be tensing up various areas of your body as you breathe in, and count slowly as you hold that tension very strongly. And then you're going to let go of the tension in the body as you exhale slowly, counting to 8. So we can practice that. So you're going to inhale, counting to 8 in your mind, and holding your whole body tightly. That's it. And then you're going to exhale for 8 as you relax your whole body. Okay. So we're going to start with the neck and throat. This is where we hold a lot of what I was talking about, the control in this area. And it's wonderful to do it twice and rest a moment between each cycle, and be able to just focus on that area before we move on to the other parts of the body. So we can start with the neck and throat, and you can just breathe in. We're going to count to 8 as we hold the tension in the neck and throat. And now you're going to breathe out. And as you exhale, you're going to start imagining the area relaxing, softening, melting like butter. To 8. You're going to do it the second time, still the neck and throat. So inhale as you tense up. As you tense up, imagining that the area is expanding, taking up more space and shifting. And then exhale for 8 as you relax and soften the area. Okay, then we would move on to the shoulders, arms, and hands. And you want to hold your arms, shoulders, and hands almost in a about to fight mode. So you kind of have your everything squeezed like that. So exactly, holding it for 8. And exhaling for 8 as you relax, imagining the softening and the melting away of all the tension in that area. Let me just take a pause and repeat that again. Inhaling for 8 and tensing up. Imagining that taking up more space and the shifting, expanding as you inhale and tense the area. And then you are going to exhale. 8 relaxing, softening. I hope you're finding movement in that neck and in the throat area. And you move on to the belly area, because the belly is also a very important area where we carry lots of internalized fear, lots of anxiety. That's where we keep all of that. This is the area between the chest and our pelvic floor where we just store up a lot of anxiety. And again, you want to hold your tummy in and breathe in and tense the belly area as you count to 8. And let go of the tension as you exhale slowly. Feel the belly relaxing and softening. And take a small pause and want to just do that again with the belly. Inhale as you tense up. Counting to 8. Expanding, taking up more space in that belly area as you tense it. And exhale. Softening, melting away of any tension in that area. And the final area is the legs and feet. You really want to just tense up all the way to your toes into a big ball. As you count to 8, really holding it. Holding, holding, holding. And then exhale for 8 as you relax. Imagining that your legs and your feet are becoming soft. And feel the limp muscles as they take up space on the chair or whatever you're sitting on. And after a pause, do it for the final time. You're going to tense up the legs all the way into the feet. Holding the tension quite strongly as you breathe in and gently exhale slowly, counting all the way to 8, feeling the relaxation spread through your legs, all the way into the feet. You might want to wriggle your toes just to end off, and wriggle your hands and your arms and your shoulders. Just get a little bit of a stretch in the neck and the head. Wonderful. Thank you, Janine. Thank you for having me.